I think trying to do a VTOL would be... I just don't see that going well for me. Let's get these bigger landing gears. That might help. With landing. Because the last time I tried to land on the runway did not go down very well. Alright, let's load up our prayer air. So, what did we just get for... I don't care about that. What did we just get for our landing? So we can have... Mainly I want some that are a bit taller. Like if this thing had a bit better clearance off the ground, that'd be nice. Apparently these are for heavy aircraft, so I'm going to try and use these, because I think this thing would count as being a pretty heavy aircraft. One there, and two back here. So, I mean, the question is, because I already made a bunch of changes from this from the last time I flew it. The question is do I really think this will work as it stands, or does it need something else? You know what? I made a bunch of changes to it. I don't know if it'll work or not. I think the only thing to do is to give it a shot. I'm going to try and take off more aggressively this time. You know, flying through the low atmosphere for so long is really boring, so I'm not going to do that again. We're going to try for a much more aggressive angle of attack during takeoff once I pour myself some wine to help me with the flight. And then hopefully that will allow me to get into space. I would really, really like to bring one of these things into space and then shoot my satellite out of it. And then bring it back to the planet. That's kind of the whole point of this design. Are my action... Okay, two things. There's only a flap on this side and not on this side, and I also don't think I set my action groups up correctly. So I'm just going to go back to the Spaceplane hangar for a moment and fix that. I'm glad I noticed that before I attempted to take off, because that would have been a very short and very expensive flight otherwise. Okay, two of those, good. Action groups, let's check them. The abort action group does not include all of our parachutes. It doesn't mean it's missing these. The engine toggle, we don't have these things set up to toggle. We do not have our flaps set up, so this one we want to decrease, and 4 we want to increase. Okay. Now I'm actually ready to launch, and this time we're going to space. I'm aware we were just in space, but that was the boring kind of being in space. That was just a rocket from the vehicle assembly building, which is... I mean, anyone can put a rocket into space from there. That's not an issue. The real question is whether this parachute placement is... That's going to cause me some issues, isn't it? No, that should be fine. It should be fine. I'm sure it will be completely fine. Let us... let's take off. Let's go into space. So yeah, we're going to try and raise our altitude much more quickly this time, so that we don't have to spend as long faffing about in, low in the atmosphere where we're not going to go straight through. It's okay. Let's get the SAS on. I should have included more. That's actually quite a lot of electric charge. That should be fine. Alright, let's go, plane. Let's take off. Whoa, easy there. Don't. That's not taking off. You don't have any engines anymore. Well.